A24's The Lighthouse is rumored for 4K. The Superman 4K Steelbook Collection is now an Amazon exclusive in the US. Arrow Video and Scream Factory unveil their new May slates, including Fear, Loathing in Las Vegas and The Haunting on 4K. And Cocaine Bear gets a Blu-ray announcement, but what's the deal with Universal not doing 4K releases? All this and more in the latest Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Mid-Level Media Channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, and today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 149. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And man, it is episode 149. We are only one episode away from a milestone episode of 150, and I'm so excited for that. But look, before we get into it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk about physical media on this channel all the time. If you like that kind of stuff, owning the movies that you love, Blu-rays and 4Ks, definitely consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, be sure to comment down below, guys, of everything that we talk about here today. We've got some rumors, we've got news and announcements, we got deals, so many deals. And what is new this week? There is so much coming out this week, like it's crazy. I feel like all the companies just saved all their releases for the end of the month. So it's crazy this week, guys, as far as like new releases. But look, of everything we talk about, let me know what you're the most excited about. Let me know what you're the most amped up for. And let me know what gets your juices flowing the most in that comment section below. And then turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. So let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. Let's start with the rumors. We got The Lighthouse supposedly coming to 4K very soon from A24. They're putting it out as an exclusive, as a website exclusive, kind of like they did with Midsummer, kind of like they did with The Lamb, Marcel the Shell. I think that's the title, Marcel the Shell with shoes on or something like that. But anyway, they're supposed to be doing an A24 exclusive 4K release of The Lighthouse, Robert Eggers' film, starring Willem Dafoe, starring Robert Pattinson. So this was revealed on the A24 Close Friends Instagram account. So I don't think I follow this account. I think it's an exclusive like account where you have to like follow them and have them accept your follow or something like that. But they had a Q&A in their Instagram stories, and somebody asked them what their next 4K exclusive was going to be. And they put a picture of a light and a house. So then, of course, everybody was like, okay, it's going to be The Lighthouse. So this one makes sense. And again, this is not officially announced. I'll still put it in the rumors. But A24 themselves pretty much confirmed that they're going to be doing The Lighthouse on 4K as a site exclusive. So this is one that was always puzzling to me why Lionsgate didn't do this one in 4K. They did The Witch in 4K. They did the Ex Machina in 4K. It felt like The Lighthouse would have been a great 4K release for them to do, and they just didn't do it for some reason. I'm excited for The Lighthouse on 4K, and this one makes perfect sense to me as a big, like, nice, like, I imagine they're going to do one like Midsummer. Like, I see this one being like a huge, like, book style thing with a lighthouse on the front. They could do tons of stuff with the artwork. There's so many great images in the movie. This is one that I will probably end up picking up because I am kind of a fan of the movie. I'm definitely a fan of the director, Robert Eggers, and I do want to check this one out in 4K because I feel like this one's going to look really beautiful. But let me know if you're excited for The Lighthouse coming to 4K from A24 themselves, and they're supposed to be doing more exclusive, more like A24. Like I heard at one point, like A24 wanted to be like a Criterion type distributor of physical media. So that would definitely be pretty cool if they got more into that and released some more of their catalog in 4K, like a nice special collector's editions would be very cool. So yeah, The Lighthouse, guys, in 4K. Let me know if you're excited about it. And let me know if you're excited for Willem Dafoe farting in 4K. Let me know that in the comments section below. And if you haven't seen it, you're probably very confused at what I just said right there. But let's go ahead and get into the news, guys. Let's talk about the Scream Factory May announcements. They let out their May announcements this morning. I gotta be honest, not the most exciting slate for Scream Factory. They've been on a roll this year, I feel like, and this was kind of like, it just didn't hit the same as some of the other months that they've announced this year. But we got The Haunting coming to 4K, and this is a Paramount title. This is a part of the Paramount Presents line, released on Blu-ray. When it was first shown that this one was coming out on 4K, it was kind of rumored over the weekend. I was like, okay, another Paramount title that they did a Paramount Presents for, and now they're going to put that on 4K. But no, this is Scream Factory that's doing The Haunting in 4K, and this is supposed to be coming out on May the 30th. This is not a collector's edition as well. There's no slipcover with this. At least as far as it's shown on the actual pictures, there's no slipcover with this. It's not a collector's edition. What kind of special features are they going to have on this? I have no idea. But this is one that I'm glad they didn't put a slipcover on, because if they did, I would have been tempted to buy it. And I'm not trying to be tempted to buy any more Scream Factory collector's editions that I don't want to. So yeah, this is an easy pass for me. I'm not going to get The Haunting on 4K. I've still got that Paramount Presents title that I have not watched yet. So I'm going to watch that one on Blu-ray, and I have no interest in getting The Haunting on 4K. Let me know if you have an interest in getting it. Again, that comes out on May the 30th. We also have The Brotherhood of the Wolf coming out on 4K. Now, this was a Scream Factory release that I think came out in 2021. And I never got this one, and I don't know, let me know if this one's any good, if it's worth getting in the comment section, because I don't feel like I heard anything about this movie. So if it's worth getting, maybe I'll grab this in 4K, but again, I haven't seen the movie, and I'm trying to be a little bit better about my blind buying of like specific lines just because they're aligned. So I don't know if I'm going to get Brotherhood of the Wolf on 4K, but again, not a very exciting announcement. That one comes out on May the 23rd. We also got the Tiger Cage Collection coming out on May the 9th. We got Skyline coming out on 4K. This to me is like isn't this like a Dollar Tree Blu-ray title? They're putting this out on 4K. This just screams like generic, like 2000s, 2010s, like sci-fi movie that you find at Walmart or the Dollar Tree. Skyline on 4K. Let me know if you're interested in this. Is this a good like science fiction movie? It looks incredibly generic by the cover, and they're putting that out in 4K. That comes out on May the 2nd. We also have The Morning After, which looks like an interesting movie. This has Faye Dunaway and Jeff Bridges in it. Looking at the premise, like that actually seems like if there's any title coming out this month that I might get, it's probably this one. It's just a regular Blu-ray coming out, but this one comes out on May the 30th. It looks interesting though from the premise that I was reading about. Highwaymen also comes out on May the 9th as well, so I don't know too much about that one. But yeah, that's the slate for May for Scream Factory. Now, People Under the Stairs was delayed until May the 30th, so that one will be coming out in May as well. So that might as well be a May Scream Factory release that you can lump in with these. But that was supposed to come out in April, so now the April Scream Factory slate is a little weaker now that People Under the Stairs has shifted. And I just saw that it had shifted. I'm not really sure if there was any reason. I'd imagine there was some kind of delay in getting all the materials together to put that out. So good on them though for delaying it and not just putting out crap with all kinds of issues or something like that. But yeah, People Under the Stairs, which is another announcement, I guess it has been delayed until May the 30th. We also got the Superman 1 through 4 Amazon 4K Steelbook set. So last week I discussed this on the Physical Media Report, discussed all the different Superman 4K versions that are coming out. We talked about the Steelbook exclusive that was on the Amazon UK website and the Zavi website, but now it is official. It will be coming out in the US via Amazon. This will be an Amazon exclusive 4K Steelbook set of Superman 1 through 4, including the Donner cut, making it the 5-film collection, which some people have a problem with. So a lot of people wanted returns in that. I kind of underestimated how popular that movie was. But yeah, the Superman 1 through 4 Amazon exclusive 4K Steelbook set will be coming out from Warner Brothers on April the 18th for a pre-order price of $129.98. So this is a very nice steelbook set, I will say, and this is going to be 4 steelbooks in this set. I kind of think that's worth it. Like, that's not a bad price. Now, what I will say also is that's the starting price for the pre-order. I imagine that may go down just a little bit as we get closer to release date. So I can see that going down to maybe 110, 115, maybe 120, somewhere in that range. I don't think it's going to stay at $129.98. Now, also, another thing I'll say with this is this feels like a steelbook set that will sell out very fast. So I would jump on this if you haven't yet pre-ordered, because Superman is a super popular film franchise. Just those 4 films alone, but also just within the context of the DC universe. Like, DC is just a very popular, franchise in and of itself. So I would probably jump on this steelbook set sooner rather than later. Now, if you pre-order this, you won't be charged for it until it's actually shipped. So if you change your mind, you can always cancel it. But I would go ahead and lock in that pre-order, because I feel like this is a set that's going to sell out. And then a lot of people are going to have FOMO over missing out on this set. So if you are at all interested in the Superman 1 through 4 4K Steelbook set from Amazon, I'd go ahead and jump on that pre-order now. It's due out on April the 18th. We also have Creed 3 4K Steelbook images. This was shared by High Def Ninjas on their website. So nice looking images on this one. You have an image of Michael B. Jordan. You have an image of Jonathan Majors as well on it with the Creed 3 logo. I'm really looking forward to seeing this movie. I don't know if I'm going to see it this weekend, but I want to see it as soon as possible, because I love the Rocky franchise. It's my favorite franchise, and I love all the Creed films as well. Both Creed 1 and Creed 2 were awesome. All right, so I'm going to have to awkwardly edit this into this week's episode of the Physical Media Report, because right after I was done filming this week's episode, I got an email from Paramount saying that Deep Impact has been officially announced to come out on 4K this May the 2nd. So I am so excited for this one, guys. This is going to be fully remastered. It's going to have Dolby Vision. It's going to have HDR10. No new special features, which is a little disappointing. It's going to have all the legacy special features, plus a commentary from director Mimi Leder. But Deep Impact is one of my favorite 90s disaster movies. I'm a huge 90s disaster guy. Like, I love all those movies. I love Twister. I love Deep Impact. I love Dante's Peak. I would love a 4K of Dante's Peak. I would love a 4K of Twister. Daylight with Sylvester Stallone needs a 4K. So I'm so excited to see the first steps, hopefully, in what leads to a trend of disaster films coming out in 4K. I know we got 2012 on 4K, but that's not one of my favorite disaster movies. I'm not a big fan of the post-2000s disaster film era. I know a lot of people want Day After Tomorrow on 4K. I wasn't a huge fan of that movie either, but that's a Disney title, so I doubt that we'll ever see that. But there's so many great 90s disaster films. Armageddon we need on 4K. We need a Volcano on 4K. Like, all those movies, we need them 4K, but Deep Impact, guys, is coming to 4K. I'm so excited. Such a great cast. You got Morgan Freeman. You got Elijah Woods in this movie. There's a lot of great people in Deep Impact, and guys, I'm super excited. I had to cut in and talk about this. It's going to be kind of awkwardly edited into the Physical Media Report, but Deep Impact is official, coming to 4K. I've been talking about this, I feel like, for like a year and a half, like in rumors and everything else, but it's official. May the 2nd from Paramount Pictures. Deep Impact is coming to 4K. Now back to your regularly scheduled Physical Media Report broadcast. So I'm really excited to check out Creed 3. I'm really excited to check out the Rocky films on 4K if I can get those in at any point in time. I've already seen people showing them up, but again, we'll talk about that here in a second. Now let's go ahead and jump into the Arrow Video May announcements. We have Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas on 4K coming out, guys. This film starring Johnny Depp, Benicio del Toro. Now, this is a UK only exclusive. So if you want this in the US, I'm probably going to end up ordering this off a Diabolic DVD. There are some available on this website, which I can link down below. Now, I imagine Orbit DVD will have that as well, so you can order that on some of the US retailers instead of paying those import costs from Arrow Video. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to order that off a Diabolic DVD because I think it's available on there for $30.99. But that's due out on May the 22nd. So Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, that has a Criterion release on Blu-ray. So I imagine that they had to release that as a UK only title because Criterion has the rights in the US. Now, will Criterion put out a 4K Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? I have no idea. They haven't for Videodrome or some of the other titles that they've taken from Criterion. Naked Lunch, I believe, was also a Criterion title that's coming out in 4K from Arrow Video overseas in the UK. So that's coming out May the 22nd. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. That is a movie that I remember watching when I was younger and it being like super wild and crazy. And I don't even remember like getting into the story or even knowing what the hell it was about. I just know that I was watching all these like random scenes with Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro. So I'm excited to get that one in 4K and rewatch it and just kind of really get into it in a way that I haven't been able to before. I don't remember I think I was like 10 or 11 when I watched the movie, so I didn't get any of the themes. I know it's like a complete like acid trip of a movie that's just, I think it's supposed to be like kind of disjointed and just kind of dreamlike and surreal in nature, but I'm excited to check that one out in 4K for sure, so I'm definitely going to grab that from Arrow Video. We also have The Last Starfighter coming out in 4K on May the 30th, so I thought that The Last Starfighter on Blu-ray from Arrow Video, I thought that looked great. I watched that last year, and I'm really excited for this 4K. I think they could definitely improve upon some things with that HDR and really bring some of those colors out. This is a movie that takes place a lot like in space with a lot of cool like creatures and airspace battles and stuff. So I'm excited to check this one out in 4K. I think it'll look great. Now, I posted on my Twitter that I thought that this was going to be like a big box set release, and a lot of people were saying that it's not, but it looks like it will be from the pictures and stuff on there because it's kind of coming out like a side loader, but a lot of people said it was just going to be a slipcover. So we'll see, guys. I'm holding out hope for a hard box case of The Last Starfighter because it's been a little bit since we got a hard box case in the US at least from Arrow Video. So Last Starfighter in 4K, I'm definitely excited for that one. That's due out on May the 30th. We also have Black Hat coming out on 4K. It's a movie starring Chris Hemsworth and directed by Michael Mann. So of all the Michael Mann movies, we still need a lot in 4K. They're releasing Black Hat, and this is supposed to come out on May the 30th. And I haven't seen the movie, so I'm not going to judge it. I just remember when this one came out, it wasn't that well received, I feel like nobody went to go see it in the theaters. I don't feel like it had great critical reception. So now it's coming out from Arrow Video on 4K. I'm sure a lot of people are going to get it. A lot of people are going to be talking about this movie. I'm interested in checking it out and seeing, is it that bad? But yeah, Black Hat, let me know what you think about that one in the comment section below. Definitely an interesting choice from Arrow Video. And that is not a UK only release. That is a US release for Black Hat on 4K. We also have Hand of Death coming out on Blu-ray on May the 9th. And this looks like a hardbox case as well. So another hardbox case from Arrow Video, hopefully. And we also have the Beta Test coming out on Blu-ray. This is a UK only title coming out on May the 8th. So the Beta Test, I feel like I remember being like a streaming exclusive. Was that on like Hulu or Amazon or something like that? But this is coming out in the UK only. So again, if you want to order this one in the US, maybe look up Diabolic DVD, maybe look up Orbit DVD, or maybe you're just gonna have to order off Arrow because I didn't really see this one on any of those sites. But yeah, that one's coming out on May the 8th. We also have The Man Who Fell to Earth, which is a film starring David Bowie. And this is coming out as a Best Buy 4K Lionsgate Steelbook on April the 25th. So this Steelbook looks excellent. Like, it's a Lionsgate Steelbook. So the artwork is just fantastic. I haven't seen this movie. I don't really know too much about this movie at all, but I will for sure be picking it up. And I think this is a title that has not been previously put out on 4K before. Now, Lionsgate is putting this one out for the first time on 4K with this Steelbook. Now, I wish they would have done that with House of a Thousand Corpses. I don't really know the reasoning or understand the reasoning why they're doing some Blu-ray and some 4K. They should all be 4K, but again, that could have been Rob Zombie's doing, the fact that we didn't get House of a Thousand Corpses on 4K. Also have All Quiet on the Western Front getting a 4K release in the US domestically. Now, we did have another one that was announced overseas, but this one's coming out in US from the MPI Media Group, and this is supposed to be coming out on March 28th. So this is on Netflix right now currently. I really want to watch this movie. I just haven't been able, I haven't had time to get to it, but I love World War I movies. It's like my favorite type of war movie. So I'm excited to check this one out. I may just wait until it comes out on 4K and check it out on 4K physically. But anyway, let's go ahead and get it to Cocaine Bear. So this was announced to come out on Blu-ray. It's on Blu-ray.com. It's supposed to be coming out from Universal in early 2023. So this is a movie that just came out in the theaters, and it made pretty good money. It made like 23 million or something at the box office. But for some reason, Universal doesn't seem to be wanting to put any of their movies out on 4K. I mean, we got Violent Night that just got a Blu-ray release. We got Megan that's just got announced for a Blu-ray release. And now we've got Cocaine Bear that seemingly only has a Blu-ray release coming out. So what's the deal with Universal and them not wanting to put any of their any movies on 4K except for Halloween, or we got some of the animated titles like the Minions or Puss in Boots, like those are getting 4K releases, but we can't get them for Cocaine Bear. We can't get it for Megan. We can't get it for Violent Night. Like, what's the Black Phone came out last year from Universal? No 4K. It feels like a real bias against horror. I'm going to be honest. Unless you're a Halloween film, you're not going to get a 4K release from Universal. So very strange. I don't think this is going to be a case where they're going to release it like later on 4K. Maybe, possibly. I've heard some people say that maybe Scream Factory will pick all these up and put them out on 4K, kind of like they did with Freaky and Happy Death Day, because those were Universal titles as well. Now, I mean, Cocaine Bear and Violent Night are not Blumhouse titles, whereas Megan is. So I can see that happening with Megan, like Megan coming out from Scream Factory with no slipcover, because they could do all kinds of cool artwork with that, but they probably won't. But Cocaine Bear and Violent Night, I don't know, it just seems really weird. And a lot of people think they're just going to put them out on 4K later this year. I don't think that they will. That's not usually Universal's MO. To release them in Blu-ray and then put it out on 4K like 6 months later. That's more of a Warner Brothers or a Paramount move. But I don't know, maybe it's possible, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Cocaine Bear, that just feels like a movie, like a big grand like animal attack movie. That would be a no-brainer to put out on 4K. It's set out in the wilderness. I would imagine that will look great in 4K. I just don't get why they're not doing that one in 4K. But let me know if you're disappointed that Cocaine Bear, as of right now, guys, is only Blu-ray. Coming out sometime in early 2023. Now let's go ahead and jump into these deals, guys. We have incredible 4K deals going on right now. We have Black Adam on 4K for $16.99. We have Halloween Ends on 4K for $15.99. So if you're holding off on picking up either one of those titles like that, those are some great deals right now for both of them. I mean, that's almost half price for when they came out. We have the Planet of the Apes 4K trilogy for $19.99. Great deal for all those films. It was like $6, $7 for a Planet of the Apes movie. All great movies too. Star Trek, the Next Generation 4-film 4K set is down. Last week, I think, was $90 to pre-order that. It's now down to $77.99, which is a great deal for 4 4Ks, $77.99. 48 hours 4K double pack is currently $24 $4,447, which is a great deal for two 4Ks again for $2,447. We have Birds of Prey on 4K for $13.99. We have Wonder Woman on 4K for $14.77. Violent Night is currently on Blu-ray if you don't want to wait on that 4K for $20.49. We got Friday the 13th box set for $79.99. We got Coraline 4K Steelbook for $20.38. I know a lot of people were disappointed I didn't pick that up in stores last week. I'm really thinking about going in on this deal right here, but I don't know. It's a nice steelbook, and I do want Coraline on 4K, but again, I need some more convincing, but I just don't know if I need it right now. We have The Northman on 4K for $13.99, which is a great deal for that movie, and Black Christmas on 4K for $24.60, which is a recent Screen Factory title. I think that was $28 when it came out. We have Fantastic Beasts 3 on 4K for $13.99. Independence Day Resurgence, which I recommend nobody gets this one, but that's on 4K for $13.99. If you really want it, if you want to complete the Independence Day collection, that is $13.99 right now, currently on 4K. Ambulance is on 4K for $13.99. The Last Duel is on 4K for $17.99. Dune is on 4K for $13.99. And Return of the Living Dead is on 4K for $23.99. I think that was $28 when it came out as well, so down a full $4 from when it was first released. So definitely some great deals, guys. I will link all of those in the description below. And if you use those links, they are Amazon affiliate links, and you will be supporting the channel. And with that, guys, let's go ahead and jump into what is new this week. And this is a very long list of titles that is coming out this week. This week is insane for physical media. Like, it really is. It's almost like they waited until the end of the month to put everything out. Like, there is so much coming out this week. It is absolutely crazy. So let's start with the Rocky 1 through 4 Knockout Collection. This is coming out from Warner Brothers for $59.98. This is a collector's set that has all 4 Rocky movies in it. Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4, and the director's cut of Rocky 4, and the documentary of the making of the director's cut, Rocky versus Drago, on it as well. So this looks like a great set. I'm excited to get this in. I'm a massive fan of the Rocky films. I'm just holding on. I'm trying to be patient here, but it is so hard. I am just so excited. I've been listening to the Rocky score like all weekend. It's like I am amping myself up to rewatch his movies. I am so excited. I almost just watched the Blu-rays last night because I just wanted to watch the damn movies. But I was like, I gotta pace myself. Rocky's getting ready to come out on 4K. I'm getting ready to get it. I gotta hold on, but I'm so excited for Rocky on 4K, guys. You have no idea. The Rocky 4K, just the first one, Best Buy exclusive steelbook is coming out tomorrow as well from Warner Bros. for $29.99. Now, I don't know how the pre-orders went with this one, if they're sold out of it or not. I doubt that if I go to the stores tomorrow, I will see it on the store shelves. But yeah, the Rocky 4K, just the first one, because the rest of the ones are coming out next month because they have that week-by-week rollout, which a lot of people were kind of, on the positive side about. But that's coming out tomorrow from Warner Brothers for $29.99. We also have Training Day coming out on 4K from Warner Brothers for $24.96. Now, I already did a review for that one. It's on the channel. You can go check it out if you want to see if Training Day is worth picking up on 4K. They're also doing a 4K Steelbook for $32.99. Really nice looking steelbook, but I decided to not go in on that one because I don't know. I already had it on 4K, and it's like I need to stop with this double dipping thing. I'm trying to pace myself a little bit more, guys. Speaking of double dipping, though, I already ordered the second sight 4K release of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I couldn't wait for it. I had to get the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4K from Dark Sky Films, which comes out tomorrow on 4K for $32.99, and getting a 4K Steelbook for $39.99 as well. Now, I did not double dip on Dark Sky. I only picked up that slipcover because I just like that slipcover with the eye, so I went ahead and grabbed it. And I want to check this movie out on 4K and do a review for it. But I also had the second sight 4K on order as well. But I have to wait till April for that. And I want Texas Chainsaw 4K now. I love the movie, so I'm excited to get that one. Comes out tomorrow. We have Marathon Man coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber for $27.99. A lot of people say this is a super underrated movie with Dustin Hoffman. So I'm definitely excited to check that one out on 4K at some point. I just don't think it'll be tomorrow that I get it. The Box Trolls is coming out on 4K from Shout Factory on 4K for $19.96, just a regular slipcover, and a 4K Steelbook for $26.99 as well. We also have Kubo and the Two Strings coming out on 4K from Shout Factory, a 4K slipcover release for $19.96 and a 4K Steelbook for $27.99. So that's a little bit more expensive on that Steelbook for Kubo than it was the Box Troll. So I don't know why it's $1 more for Kubo. Maybe because it's a more popular film. I don't know. Dragonheart on 4K comes out from Shout Factory tomorrow, guys, for $27.99. I was going to pick that up, but there's no slipcover, and I'm just going to hold off on it for a little bit. I'll probably end up picking that one up in March because March is just a little bit lighter for titles. So I'm definitely going to pick it up at some point. I'm just going to hold off on it for maybe a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, at most. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish comes out tomorrow from Universal on 4K for $29.96, on Blu-ray for $24.95. It's also getting a Target exclusive Blu-ray for $26.99, a Walmart Blu-ray for $29.95, and a Blu-ray double pack for $29.95. So the only thing it's missing is a steelbook, a Best Buy exclusive steelbook for Puss in Boots. And I actually heard that was a pretty good animated movie, but I don't know if I'll ever end up checking that one out. Devotion comes out tomorrow, guys, from Paramount on 4K for $30.39 and Blu-ray for $19.96. Now, I did get a copy of that one in, so I'm hoping to watch it soon. It's starring Jonathan Majors, who's just everywhere right now. Like, he's in every movie, it feels like, and Glenn Powell from Top Gun. So I've heard like mixed things about it, but I am excited to check out Devotion at some point for sure. Scream is getting its 4K steelbook reissued tomorrow from Paramount. Now, the original Scream, not the new Scream that came out in 2022, but the original Scream 1996 is getting a steelbook reissue tomorrow from Paramount for $25.99. So if you missed out on that the first time around, you will be able to grab this off of Amazon, I imagine, maybe at Best Buy as well, but you can get this anywhere it's not a Best Buy exclusive. I Want to Dance with Somebody is coming out on Blu-ray tomorrow from Sony for $22.96. Miami Vice is getting a Walmart Blu-ray steelbook from Mill Creek for $19.96. We also have Betwixt Now and Sunrise coming out from Lionsgate. This is an interesting movie starring Elle Fanning, it looks like, for $11.49. We have Hollywood Shuffle coming out from Criterion for $34.99. We have two films by Marguerite Duras coming out from Criterion for $49.99. We have Millionaires Express coming out from Arrow Video for $34.98. You're also getting an Arrow Video exclusive cover as well with that. The Adventures of Batman, the Complete Collection Blu-ray from Warner Brothers for $24.99. And we have 5 new Kino Lorber releases coming out, including Secret of Incas for $14.99, The Bliss of Miss Blossom for $14.99, Magritte Season 3 for $39.99, Nudist Life 3-film set for $19.99, Arsene Lupin Collection for $30.49, and we have 3 Severin releases coming out, including I Miss You, Hugs and Kisses for $39.99, The Dogs for $29.99, and Sex is Crazy for $29.99 as well. We have Hunt coming out from Magnolia Pictures for $17.59, Obsessed coming out on Blu-ray from Classic Flicks for $19.99, The Quiet Man coming out from Paramount for $14.99, God's Country coming out from IFC Films for $20.99, Undead coming out from Umbrella Entertainment for $34.99, and we also have 10 new Disney Walmart exclusive Blu-rays coming out for $19.96 a piece. Titles including Tangled, Aristocats, Sleeping Beauty, Lady and the Tramp, Zootopia, Robin Hood, Wreck-It Ralph, 101 Dalmatians, Frozen 2, and The Jungle Book. So definitely an interesting assortment of Disney titles. That's the only thing Disney's doing for the 100th anniversary, just new Blu-ray covers of Walmart. God, they're so frustrating. I don't get it, guys. I know they're doing steel books at Best Buy as well, but God, Disney, get your crap together, for goodness sake. But anyway, guys, that is the Physical Media Report, episode 149. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Definitely hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Comment down below, guys, of everything that we talked about here today. What are you the most excited about? Also, turn on those bell notifications. Follow me on all my social media accounts. I'm on Letterboxd, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on all the places. All those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.